here we are in the goat shed this morning, and we've got this Gottlieb high hand, and while we were lubricating the motor, we noticed an anomaly that isn't right. The armature is floating around freely, so we've found that the bearing has actually fallen out and gone up the collar. It's a bit hard to get in there, I think, and show you that. Oh yeah, you can see the bearing. A little bit of focus. Yeah, there's the bearing, that brass bit in there. Yeah. So we're gonna. This motor looks like it's been split before. The four holes had 4 screws in them, so we're just in the process of taking the plate off, and we'll attend to that. So we'll give you a look at what we end up finding when we get back to this. So here's the bearing that's actually fallen out just there. It belongs in there. So we're going to have to reseat that bearing. So while we've got this motor apart, we'll inspect the gears, a bit of grease on them, we'll clean them up, and we'll reassemble it. You don't often get too many trouble with these motors, but you know, once again, you know, they're close enough to 50-year-old, and this one definitely had been apart before because we didn't have to drill out these brass posts, brass stays, or whatever you like to call them. So yep, give it a bit of a clean up. Gear there needs a good clean, the main driving gear, and hopefully she'll be as good as new. That's the opposite bearing here to the one that's fallen out. So bit of cleaning, re-lube, and away we go. Okay, so we've successfully put this motor back together and just letting the lubrication run in. Now, just how to do that, you just put a jump across the slam switch wires on the plug, the female plug, which is normally the top left and bottom right looking at it. Occasionally it is different, but that's normally where it goes. So there you go, another successful repair in the goat shed. Spanky is very happy. Quite simple repair. We'll just turn that off by hitting the reset relay. All the relays have now been gone over. This particular stepper unit is one of those ones that's got 6 notches in it, and that switch there has to fall into that notch cleanly and close that switch, and each time open that switch, I should say, each time it falls in. So that stepper is a fairly important one on this particular game, which is Gottlieb's high hand. So we'll just leave that at this stage. This has been another goat shed presentation.